Hi everyone, I'm Laura with Backwoods with Laura and my homestead kitchen. This is Alicia and this is Kyla, and we're gonna just prep some sourdough discard pancakes today, and then in the morning we'll be able to add the rest of our ingredients and make them up for breakfast. Ed will probably want to make them into waffles, but you could do either pancakes or waffles. So real quick today, we're gonna add our discard, kefir, and whole wheat flour, and then let it sit overnight. Okay? Alicia, you're gonna pour this in, okay? Pour this into here. Is it heavy? So we're adding 1.5 cups of sourdough discard. Good. Okay, and then you can add 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour.
I want to stir it.
Good job, Kyla.
Come on, Kyla.
And we're gonna add 1 cup of kefir. This is a home fermented kefir. You could do maybe even buttermilk would be good, but kefir has pretty amazing benefits, so we'll do kefir. And the home fermented kefir is way better for you. Has way more friendly bacteria than store-bought kefir. So if you haven't made it before, you should look into it.
I have.
Good stirring. Just stir that thoroughly. So just make sure all of the flour is incorporated, and then we're just gonna let that sit overnight. And I'm just gonna cover that with a clean towel so it doesn't dry out. And that's it. So we'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Hey everyone, so this is morning time now, and unfortunately my mic wasn't turned on properly, so I do not have any sound for the whole rest of the video, so I'm just gonna try and do a voiceover for it. So first things first, I have to make some coffee for breakfast. For me and Ed, we are big coffee drinkers. So I have some hot water here from the wood stove, and I'm pouring it into my percolator. We do like a perk coffee on the propane because it doesn't use any power here at the homestead. So that's just a little filter thing that goes in. I put an extra filter into it just to make sure we don't get any like coffee grinds in our coffee. So you just put it in that top compartment and then put your grinds in. You put the little lid on it. It has little holes, and then you just put that whole thing into your water, close the lid. The water, when it boils, it goes up through the stem, kind of like that metal straw, and filters back down through the coffee grinds, and that's how you get your perked coffee. So we just turn that on to high and let it boil. It takes about 10 minutes, but it's faster when you have the hot water from the wood stove already heated up. Okay, so this is our sourdough pancake batter that we made the night before. So it's been fermenting all night, and we're ready to put in 2 eggs here. These are eggs from our chickens. They're extra good. We're gonna put in 1 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And last thing is just 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So pretty simple ingredients all together. You just have your whole wheat flour, sourdough discard, kefir, baking soda, baking powder, eggs, vanilla, and salt. Very simple ingredients, whole food pancake dough. So you're just gonna mix that until it's fully incorporated. It's kind of hard to get the eggs mixed in, but just keep mixing until it's all incorporated. And it's a bit of a different texture from the sourdough and fermenting it than a normal pancake batter. It's kind of sticky, but it did turn out super good. So preheat your waffle iron if you're doing that, or preheat a pan with some oil if you're doing pancakes. Either or works. So I'm just showing you here the coffee is percolating. So when it percolates, you can see the coffee going through the little glass knob thing at the top. So you can tell by the color at first when the water is going through there, it just looks clear. But then when the coffee is done, it actually looks like coffee colored. So then you know it's done, and I even smell it. It smells really good. So when it's done, you can just pour it. It's nice and hot, nice dark colored coffee. If you want a lighter roast with this, you would just use less grinds. And if you want a stiffer coffee, you use more grinds. So our waffle iron is preheated now. It's ready to go. So we're just gonna lightly spray it with some cooking spray. And then I'm gonna put in about 2 cups of the batter into my waffle iron, but it makes 4 waffles. So obviously adjust that for how big your waffle iron is. You can tell the dough is kind of like stickier than normal pancake batter. And it's bubbled up while the waffle iron has been preheating. It kind of rose a bit from the baking powder and baking soda. So that's how full I filled the waffle iron. And we're just gonna close that and let it cook. And it's gonna, when the light turns green on the iron, then we know it's done. So a few minutes later, come back, it's ready, the light is green. So we can take out the waffles. They're like a nice golden brown. They turned out really nice and crispy on the outside and soft and aerated on the inside. So respray that and add in some more pancake batter. I guess I should be saying waffle batter, but you could do either or with these. Close the lid and let those ones cook too. Okay, so I'm just showing you here, they are nice and crispy. We're gonna break them apart into our individual waffles, and the inside of them looks super nice. So our next batch is done. Take it out. These waffles, I'm sure, would be really great too if you have extra to freeze them and then just reheat in the toaster for a quick, easy breakfast for your kids or for yourself. Okay, so we have some batches ready. I'm gonna keep cooking as I just start to feed the kids. They're all hungry and asking me, when are the waffles ready, Mom? So I'm gonna get them dished up. My kids, my family, they love putting like all the extras on their waffles. So whatever I have available, they just load them up like crazy. We usually have on hand, they like peanut butter, yogurt, and some maple syrup. I'm a bit simpler. I like it more classic. I just like butter and syrup, maple syrup. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it and learned how to make some good waffles or pancakes. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys try this recipe. I'd love to hear it. Bye!